Daniel Jones has never said anything controversial, never been arrested, never been in trouble with the media, has never had his character attacked, hasn't tweeted anything polarizing or inflammatory. In fact, he tweets about twice a year. He plays in the biggest market, under the biggest lights, and you won't see a lick of emotion out of him when something goes wrong, and much less when something does go right. The guy is more wooden than Pinocchio. Just look at this picture. I'm falling asleep right now. This is the story of the NFL QB with zero personality, and why it works for him and his team, maybe, and that's coming up right after this. Summer is in full effect. What's that? You need a few extra sets in the gym before you hit the pool? No worries, with Raycon's new fitness earbuds, you can hit the gym hard and have all the motivation you need for hot boy summer. Raycon has sold over 3 million of their flagship everyday earbuds, but I love that these are specifically designed for the gym or outdoor activities, and they deliver the same audio quality you'd expect from the big boys, but at a way better price. And right now, they are 20% off for a limited time. The fitness earbuds have all these new features. They are IPX7 water and sweat resistance, have active noise cancellation, and on-device control so that you can change songs without having to interrupt your workout. I love wearing them in the gym. The 56 hours of battery life and the snug in-ear fit help me stay motivated to hit those extra sets and put in the work. And they come in a variety of colors to match my style. So after this video, go to buyraycon.com/5points and get 20% off your order plus free shipping. Again, that's buyraycon.com/5points for 20% off and free shipping. Daniel Stephen Jones III, widely known as Danny Dimes, has been a beacon of hope, resilience, and quiet criticism for the New York Giants since his selection in the bizarre 2019 NFL Draft. Born on May 27, 1997, Jones's journey from an unheralded high school player to the starting quarterback of the New York Giants is an actual testament to his unwavering perseverance and skill. Jones's football journey began at Charlotte Latin School in Charlotte, North Carolina. Despite not even speaking Latin, Jones amassed 6,997 passing yards and 98 touchdowns during his high school career. Due to the rampant discrimination against tall white quarterbacks, he received little attention from top college programs. Jones also lettered in basketball and was thought to be good enough for the NBA. Yes, could you imagine Daniel Jones dropping 40 on you and not saying a single word the whole time? Unranked by Rivals.com, Jones initially committed to Princeton University, but was turned away because his GPA and test scores were embarrassingly too high. I mean, Daniel Jones at Princeton seems like a match made in heaven. He ultimately chose to walk on at Duke University, betting on his potential and determination. There he could follow in the footsteps of pioneers like Christian Laettner, Grayson Allen, Eric Meek, Grant Hill, and Zion Williamson. Except, of course, he was playing football. But still, you get the point. I just can't really think of any good football players from Duke, okay? And neither can you. Jones stepped into the spotlight in 2016 after an injury to the starting quarterback. He quickly proved his mettle, starting all 12 games in his first full-time season, throwing for 2,836 yards and 16 touchdowns, a season so impressive that the hamster in Dave Gettleman's head began plotting to reach for Jones like a short person trying to change a recessed ceiling light bulb. His performance earned him a permanent spot as Duke's starting quarterback. Over the next 2 seasons, Jones continued to develop, highlighted by MVP honors in both the 2017 Quick Lane Bowl and the 2018 Independence Bowl, 2 of the most prestigious bowl games college football has to offer. Sarcasm. By the end of his Duke career, he had thrown for over 8,200 yards and 52 touchdowns, all while keeping his nose clean and displaying the personality of a freshly made brick. Jones also shockingly graduated with a degree in economics, something that would come in handy after he won one fucking playoff game. Foreshadowing. Despite consistently making the ACC his personal bitch for 3 years, Jones had time on the side to find love, and find love he did. Here's the other boring thing about Jones. He's been with the same girlfriend since 2019, Duke lacrosse player Ella Bonafede. Ella Bonafide, whatever her last name is. As if there wasn't anything more romantic than the words Duke Lacrosse, Daniel and Ella's love has stood the test of time. You won't see pictures of Jones in the script club.
Script clubs are like regular clubs.
Him snatching his phone from his girlfriend at the draft, rapping about his dick.
G-Ray, what you do? Get head. How you drop my drawers and let us see my third leg.
Making a cringe divorce video, or hear stories of him out chasing tail. Again, this dude is more vanilla than Jack Harlow. Jones's NFL journey began with the New York Giants selecting him 6th overall in the 2019 draft, a move that was universally lauded by NFL scouts, evaluators, and especially Giants fans. Most people watching the draft noted that he was a steal at pick number 6. Scour the internet. You won't find a single negative reaction to Daniel Jones being selected.
Oh my fucking God! Oh my fuck! You gotta be fucking kidding me! How did they take Daniel Jones?
Initially serving as the backup to the unflappable Eli Manning, Jones quickly took over the starting role when coach Pat Shurmur recognized that the former two-time Super Bowl MVP was holding Jones back. Manning was quoted as saying, "Daniel has always been a better version of me. When I look in the mirror, I wish I saw Daniel Jones. Ever since he was at the Manning Passing Academy, I knew that one day this man would take my job, and I have welcomed that day ever since." Did he really say this, or did Will Keyes make this up? Many in the media have compared Jones to Manning, who was also pretty wooden throughout his career. But under Manning's tutelage, Jones took having zero personality to the next level. His debut as a starter against the juggernaut Tampa Bay Buccaneers was nothing short of spectacular, leading the Giants to a thrilling 32-31 comeback victory and earning NFC Offensive Player of the Week honors. His debut gave Giants fans hope, and his surprising athleticism shocked many. This white boy could run. Jones' rookie season was filled with ups and downs, but his talent shone through. He threw for 3,027 yards and 24 touchdowns, setting multiple franchise records for a rookie quarterback. Notably, he became the first rookie in NFL history to have 3 games with 4 touchdown passes and no interceptions. The 2020 season saw Eli Manning retire and permanently hand the white torch to Jones, who stepped up as team captain, a role he embraced wholeheartedly. And that would lead to the play he is remembered most for. Jones would break off an 80-yard run against the Philadelphia Eagles, the longest by a Giants quarterback in their long history. Jones was clocked at over 22 miles per hour, the fastest run by a quarterback since Lamar Jackson in 2018. And I don't think I have to point out that Jones has a massive disadvantage when we're going to compare the two. And yes, Daniel Jones, the least flashy, most boring QB on earth, was so humble he didn't want to show up the Eagles by flexing on them in the end zone. So he just simply went to the turf and saved them the ignominy of having the goofiest dude on earth run all over them like single guys running from commitment. However, injuries marred his season, causing him to miss crucial games, impacting the Giants' playoff hopes. And by impact, I mean they didn't have a chance of doing jack shit without him. Mike Glennon started a few games, same with Jake Fromm. Jones would suffer a Manning-esque neck injury in 2021, and the criticism started pouring in. Like Eli, Jones had developed a reputation for fumbling, which he did 36 times in his first 38 games. He was also maligned for his pocket presence and internal clock. Of course, despite the New York media being such an easy entity to deal with, Jones never lashed out, acted in frustration, or called his teammates out. Again, this guy never does anything that looks bad optically. To be fair to Jones, he was gifted with back-to-back morons for head coaches, Pat Shurmur and Joe Judge, 2 guys whose combined IQ doesn't top triple figures.
You guys, enough!
Finally, the Giants tapped Brian Daboll, and for 1 year, things changed. The Giants' decision to decline Jones's 5th-year option in 2022 was a little perplexing, but it added pressure, and as they say, pressure makes diamonds. Jones led the Giants to their first playoff berth since 2016, showcasing his dual-threat capabilities by passing over 3,200 yards and rushing for 708. Experts across social media were unironically naming Jones Vanilla Vic, though Jones has a much better reputation with animal lovers. I mean, does he not look like he owns a purebred Labradoodle? I just had to say Labradoodle. His historic playoff performance against the Minnesota Vikings, where he became the first player ever to have 300 passing yards, plus 2 touchdown passes, and 70 plus rushing yards in a playoff game, underscored his potential as not just a franchise quarterback, but the best quarterback to ever win a playoff game for the New York Giants in the calendar year of 2023. In spite of Jones' mammoth 135 yards passing against the eventual Super Bowl champion Eagles, the Giants fell in the divisional round by 31 points. This success intoxicated the Giants so much that they rewarded Jones with a 4-year, $160 million contract. It's a lot like being breadcrumbed in a relationship. The Giants were so happy with the scraps of success they experienced, they gave Jones a shit ton of money, to which he probably responded with, cool. After a year where Jones was injured on and off again, where Tommy DeVito came in off the street and started 3 games and became a media sensation, they let their actual best offensive player, Saquon Barkley, walk. To be fair, Jones is one of the great bargains in the league, and recent deals like Jared Goff's contract proves that he could have probably held out for closer to $100 million per year. I'm saying that sarcastically, but has some truth to it. And the Giants have an out after this year, so who's robbing who? Notably, during the offseason, the Giants made the move to sign quarterback Drew Lock. The reason for this is largely a mystery, but it's likely that the team wanted some diversity in the quarterback room and someone with an actual pulse. So where did the Giants and the QB with 0 personality go from here? One thing is clear, when he isn't out there, the team absolutely sucks. They are 7-16 without him as a starter. But with him, they are 22-37-1. Their draft moves indicate they are sticking with him for now. But one thing is for certain, you won't hear him complain, yell, or throw a tantrum if the team moves on from him. Just like the Giants' O-line, you'll get nothing.